Welcome to Drawbridge. When you first open Drawbridge in your browser, you'll see a page that looks something like this. This is our overview page. It displays a list of all our games and a few tools to manage them. If you don't see any of your games listed here, your first step should be to connect your game control and import your games. Let's head to Settings. To do so, select the 3-bar icon here at the top of the screen near Overview to open our sidebar menu. From here, click on Settings at the bottom of the list. The first page here in our Settings menu is our Progress page. The Progress page serves as a checklist for your setup process. Here at the very top, we have the basics, starting with game control. If I click on this card, it will take me right to the game control settings page. I'll click on the Mythic tab up here, and this is where I'll paste my Mythic server IP address. Once I do, I'll click Save, and I'll be prompted to either log in or confirm my choice. If this is your first time opening Drawbridge and no setup has begun, you may find yourself stuck with no option to log in. That's an easy fix. Let's cancel for now, head to the employee settings, and add an employee using this button here. Just type in your name and click Save, and you'll be able to log in. Once you do that, head back to Game Control, Mythic Settings, paste your Mythic IP address, and click Save, then confirm your choice. After a little bit, you should head back to the Overview page, and you should see that your games have populated this screen in a nice little list. If for some reason your games don't automatically load in, hover over the Drawbridge version number here in the top right to get a status check on some of your connections. A red square means that Drawbridge is unable to connect to your Mythic server for some reason. Verify that you have the right server IP address and that a DHCP reservation has been made so that these connections are not lost in the future. Now that we've imported our games, let's click on one to open the Game Master page. Here on the right, I can see that my objective titles and hint text have all transferred over from M3. If you'd like to change any of this text, you'll have to do so in your original game control, as these just get pulled directly from there. If you've been following along up to this point, you may be wondering how to get cameras over here on the left. In that case, let's head back to Settings. And that's what's up next for the basics. First, we'll select the game we'd like to configure cameras for. You should immediately be looking at the Cameras tab under Game Settings. This is where we'll connect our cameras using RTSP, or Real-Time Streaming Protocol. If you click on the question mark icon here, it'll take you to our Help Center page with some information on connecting cameras. Just scroll down until you see the brand name of the cameras you use, and follow the instructions to configure that camera, and then get your connection strings from here. Once you've configured your cameras and you have your connection string URLs, you'll paste them here under Source. Name your cameras appropriately, enable audio if an option, and click Save to keep all of your work. If you need to preview any of these cameras without going back to the Game Master page, just click this preview button here. And if you need to remove any rows, just click on the red trash can icon there. While we're here in Game Settings, there are a few other things you can do. You can select a new icon for your game by clicking on the little circle next to the name. You can either select from your local files or use our icon library here. There are a few different icons you can choose from, with color variations for each. Similarly, you can choose an alert chime from here. We also have a chime library. These audio bytes are the sounds that will play whenever a group requests a hint, or whenever a game-specific alert is going on the overview or hosting page. Drawbridge also supports two-way speakers. If you'd like to know more, click on the question mark here to check out our Help Center page on two-way audio. I'll quickly go over the other game settings here, like Auto Hint, where you can enable and adjust the timer, Objectives, where you can look at your list of objectives and edit them. Common Hints allows you to write custom hints that are always available to your Game Master regardless of the current objective. Device dashboards and events allow you to create trigger buttons to attach to your objectives so that game masters can quickly trigger devices and events whenever necessary throughout a game. The checklist tab allows you to upload a reset sheet that will display on the countdown screen in the room whenever a reset is in progress. And finally, the GameSense tab is where you can enable GameSense features if you have them available at your location. Let's return to the progress page. Our last two tasks to complete the basics are linking point of sale and timekeeping. Simply click point of sale, select the appropriate tab, and click the question mark icon to get some help filling the required fields. Setting up timekeeping goes the same way. We'll just head to the timekeeping page, select the appropriate tab, and select the question mark to go to the help center if I'm not sure how to fill out the appropriate information. Once your games are set up and you have the basic integrations enabled, initial setup is mostly complete. From here, scroll through the progress page, fill out what seems interesting or useful to you at the moment until you're using everything Drawbridge has to offer. If for any reason you need some assistance or have questions, please check out our help center here in the sidebar menu with this help button. There's lots of videos, lots of articles, lots of information here to help you get going. If you run into any errors, notice a bug, or run into any problems, open the sidebar and click on this red shield support button here to create a support ticket. Let us know what's going on, how urgently you need help, how best to contact you, and send some photos or screenshots if available. You can keep up with updates and new features here at the bottom by checking in on the changelog and roadmap. And if you have an idea that would make Drawbridge better, leave us some feedback as well. Thanks for using Drawbridge.